What is going on, everybody? Back again with part 2 of the Winchester Ranger Model 140 restoration. Give you guys a little rundown. So last video, if you didn't see it, go on the channel, watch it now. Give you guys a little rundown of what the plan is. So I stripped everything, bought this gun for $300 from a local gun store. Guy was a duck hunter. My brother bought a Mossberg 500 that the same guy owned, but he spray painted these guns green. My brother's gun had 2 coats on it, and this is a semi-automatic 12 gauge. My gun had 2 coats of green on it, and honestly, I just wanted to restore this gun back to its original glory. So in the last video, I stripped everything down, got all the green paint off, tried not to damage the wood. It was just a really messy, dirty process, and kind of brought the gun to, I think, its old glory. Stripped down the barrel, stripped down everything really, the receiver, the stock, the foregrip, the forearm, pulled everything off, pulled the trigger assembly out. Really just broke the gun down, cleaned everything nice, and got it to a point where it sits now. I think it looks really good, but got to get it even better. So I ran a little bit of oil I had just laying around in the garage from other wood projects. I ran that over the whole thing just to kind of protect it for the last week. And now I'm going to strip all that oil off. I have some paint thinner here. I'm going to rub this on it, get all that oil residue off. I'm going to pull the whole gun apart. My plan is I got... this is a budget build here. I'm not going to dump a ton of money into a $300 gun that I didn't even shoot yet. So this is just kind of a budget build to make this gun look good. I think it's pretty cool that I'm into a Winchester semi-automatic 12 gauge for probably under $400 all said and done. So I'm going to paint the barrel today. I got some Rust-Oleum engine enamel. It's just high temp gloss black. I bought this from my local Walmart for like $4. Again, I have the paint thinner. I have some clear coat here. I'm going to clear the barrel when I'm done. And then for the stock and forearm, I got some Minwax spray-on poly. Easy. I'm going to come in with some 600 grit, wet sand the stock and the forearm, and then I'm going to come through with some poly, give it a nice coat, let that sit for like 2 hours. I'm going to sand it again. Spray it, and then I'm going to clean it off. Obviously, I'm going to do a second coat, let it sit for another 2 hours. I'm going to sand it again, continue that process. I'm going to do 4 coats of this, see what kind of shine we have. I really like that shiny look. Again, I like to see the grain, so that's going to be, obviously visible throughout this poly, but it is going to have a nice protective shine on it, which I personally like. To each their own. If you don't like that look, if you like the more satin look, that's kind of where it's at right now. I think it looks good, but I definitely want to bring the shine out, and this is just kind of a learning curve for me. I've never done this before, so we'll see how it comes out, see how it looks, and then I'm going to go through. I have this CLP, which is just clean, lubricate, and protect. It's break free. Again, this is all from the local Walmart, so honestly, not spending a ton of money here. This was like an $11 little can. I think it's a little expensive for this little can, but it is what it is. I'm going to go through, lube everything up, clean everything up when I'm done, and just make the gun nice. Tomorrow I'm going to go out squirrel hunting. If this isn't done, I'm probably going to take out the 20 gauge and just go out with that. So that's the plan. Got myself some 600 grit. I got some tack cloth. And I got myself some shop rags. And that is what I'm going to use along this process of breaking this gun down and finishing it. So let's get into it, guys. brake down right there, got her all apart. Pretty freaking easy. I never pulled the stock off yet, so that was really easy. It was just a 13mm bolt right through the back of it. Yeah, so here it is. Here's the stock. Put the screws back in. I'm going to wrap some rope around it, tie it up to this light I have so this can be hanging. I'm going to figure out a way here to get this to hang. Kind of hook something in here so it just hangs, so I could spray this without touching it. And then I have this as well. Honestly, let me see this. This gets covered. Yeah, this gets covered. So honestly, I'm probably just going to throw a hook in here. I think pretty well. And I'm just going to paint it like that. Put a hook right here, strap it to the ceiling, and give it a nice spray down. So should be good, I think. And we'll get everything all coated up, get a coat going. So we'll get it recorded. Let's get it. Alrighty, so I got this hanging up, the stock hanging up with a shoelace. I had to rig together this hook to hold this forearm in order to be able to spray this thing. So got them rigged up here, and let's get them spraying. Again, I'm using the Minwax. This is the spray-on poly. I'll wipe everything down. This is going to be nice. First coat. Done. I'm gonna let that sit for about 2 hours. Oh man, that looks amazing already. That looks so beautiful. Nice shine to it. Focus. Try to get some better light on this forearm. Beautiful. Very nice. So, alrighty, I hope you guys can hear me. Got the fan going in the background. Just got the first coat on the forearm and the stock. Wow, they look amazing, honestly. Beautiful, and I really hope that dries well. Do a nice little wet sand on it, and yeah, we'll go over it again. So, I'm gonna try and aim for 4 coats, but again, this is my first time doing this. If coat 2 looks great, I may just leave it at that. Obviously, the more I put on, the more protected it is. Again, between each spray is going to go over with a 600 grit wet sand. But going to let them sit for a couple hours now. So we're good with those on the first coat. Now is time for my favorite part, the part I'm most excited about. I'm going to come through, wet sand this down, really just try and take any imperfection or blemishes in this barrel off that I don't like. Gonna hit it with some paint thinner, get this hung, and get this painted as well. Really trying to make this gun, again, cheap little budget build here to just really bring back the old glory of the beautiful, beautiful gun. So, let's get into it, guys. So the barrel and the stock and the forearm have been sitting for roughly about an hour and a half now. So this barrel, time for a second coat. Look at that right now. I got the heat on in the garage. I got a fan blowing just to try and get some air movement. I am in northern New Jersey, so it's like 12 degrees out right now. Snowing. Alright, let's do this. We have the stock and forearm right here. I feel like I could have got a thicker coat the first time. I'm just gonna come through again, really lay it on. So this will be the second coat. I'm not gonna sand it in between, just because I really feel like I could have laid it on a little bit better. So do a nice thick coat and let it sit again. Dry and stay shiny. That'd be amazing, because that looks really good. Alrighty. So it is the next morning. It's the next morning. Last night I didn't really record it. It was the same thing over and over again. But I did 5 coats of the spray-on poly on the stock and forearm, and then I started spraying this barrel down. I got in like 3 coats and I got a decent run, and I was a little upset about it, but I let it dry last night. Had to come back in, wet sand it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not perfect. I think it looks really good still. You can, if you look really hard, you can still see the run, but it's not a big deal. It came out really nice still. So that's done. The forearm nut is finished. I oiled up the receiver, oiled up everything. Now I'm going to put the gun back together. I'm going to put the stock back on, put the forearm back on, put everything back together. I'm going to do a nice oil over the entire gun, and we are done. I think today, probably around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, it's definitely cold today, but I'm going to go over to the range and just get some rounds off on it. Just get some, maybe bring some clays and just throw them up by hand. I don't have a thrower, my brother's buddy does, but just throw them up by hand, try and blow them out of the sky. So let's get into it. So there it is. This is part 2 of this ongoing process. I'm absolutely ecstatic with how it came out. I think it looks great. Beautiful gun. Definitely probably gonna get the, like I said, the barrel refinished. I'm gonna get that blued, and then only other thing I want to do is get the forearm and the stock finished in definitely a high gloss poly, because this is just a semi-gloss. So I'll just go over it with 2 coats of the high gloss and see how that looks. But there it is. Everything works as it should. I'm going to try and go out later today. I'm going to go take a run over, get some rounds through it. So. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is part 2. Stay tuned for part 3. Come back for any weight loss videos, hunting videos, shooting videos, and more of that will be on the channel. Please comment, like, subscribe, and Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram is Big J's Journey. TikTok is Big J's Journey with 2 Y's at the end of Journey. And more active on there with weight loss content and gym stuff. And comment below what you guys want to see. Thank you guys again.